Thicosaurs Podcast.
Good morning, Thicosaurs. This is episode 31 of this podcast. Click. Welcome back to episode 31 of Thicosaurs. Woo woo! 31. So if you if you can tell, we're all kind of we were covered in blankets and all cozy and stuff, but
I see my special. Oh, that's not even my blanket.
Because our topic today is what our favorite movies and TV shows are. We'll go down categories, so like American movies, Korean movies / KDramas, anime, any one of those. So we are going to discuss the movies that we love and why we love them, and if we recommend them for anyone who would like something new to watch. So, do any of you girls want to start? Do you guys have one in mind?
What's the category first?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a good. Let's do K-drama. K-drama is Korean dramas, for those who don't know. So, your favorite Korean drama that you can watch pretty much over and over again because it's that good to you. And then why is it so good to you? Anybody? Anyone?
I don't think I have a favorite enough to, I'm able to rewatch it. I'm usually the type to, watch it once. Maybe once or twice, and that's it.
Well, for me, my first ever favorite Korean drama was called My Sassy Girl Chunghyang. It was a long time ago, early 2000s or so?
Yes, because their phones still flipped.
Yep. Calculate this with the flip phone.
Yeah. So yeah, My Sassy Girl Chunghyang. It's pretty much the typical storyline of poor girl meets rich boy. Of course, the rich boy is a troublemaker, and here she is over here struggling to make ends meet and to save up for.
Wait, he's not a rich boy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, not super rich, but his family is well off compared to hers.
I don't remember. I vaguely remember the dramas.
Oh, I'm thinking super rich as in hotel rich and poor, like the heirs.
No, he was well off. He had
Back
money.
then, it was what
okay. Sorry.
rich was.
Okay, sorry.
That's the typical storyline of, poor girl, well-off guy. They meet each other, they hate each other at first, and then, of course, over time, they slowly fall in love with each other. And then, of course, there's the secondary characters who mess everything up.
Ugly old guy.
Yes, there's an older gentleman in the series who falls in love with Chu-young, and he gets kind of
possessive.
Not
obsessive.
/ obsessive too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he is so crazy that he had put out a scholarship out for her to win and have money to go to college, right? But of course she didn't know that it was from him, right? Was that what it was?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched it.
Well, she didn't know who it was from, but anyway, yeah, he liked her so much that he put out an anonymous scholarship for her to win, to be able to go to college. But then when he saw her with the main guy, having fun and getting along or whatever, he got jealous and angry that he went back and took the scholarship back. So when she went to go claim it, the lady at the counter was like, oh, that scholarship no longer exists. So she lost that scholarship just because the old dude got butthurt and was pissy.
Petty.
So now here she is with no way to get into college. So she ended up having to start up her jewelry business because she was very into arts and creating really cute jewelry. So yeah, she ended up having to start a business and ended up not going to college really. She just became a businesswoman. And
And then the second lead chick had the audacity to steal her designs
oh yes,
and sell it off as her own. Oh! But I guess the actors and actresses did a good job if you don't like them in the movie.
yeah, that's true. They played their role really well. Yeah. So this series, yeah, it has a lot of like obsessiveness,
Pettiness.
Real life red flags.
age range differences.
That grooming, I should say, because she was still underage when he
Yes.
met
Yeah.
her.
Yes. This is like high school, and this guy is already like a businessman.
Like late
Old
20s.
man.
Yeah. I would say late 20s, maybe 30, while she's like in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the main guy,
Nasty.
the main guy has grown up in love with this the second lead girl, who's like what, a year or two older than he is.
Yeah.
But she always passed it off as like just a cute little crush thing, and never took his love seriously until
like a little brother.
yeah, like a little brother.
Yeah.
You know, until the main girl starts showing interest in the main guy, and then of course she gets all jealous and like tries her way to claw him back and stuff like that. So typical storyline. So misunderstandings, this and that. There's blackmail in the series. I'm not going to delve too much, but yeah, there's blackmail in the series. Things that keep the main girl and the main guy apart, and things that she knows that he don't know, and stuff like that. So it's a really good series. It's an old K-drama, so it's a little long. But I promise it's really good, and everybody's character does grow and develop.
The
really
OST
well.
is so good.
Oh my god,
Why you look at me like that? Y'all was singing. 아직도 나를. And she's all crying. And she's all like, oh, what did I do? I messed up with my girl.
Or the chase song.
He's always running.
Yeah, he's always running in the freaking series after her. Trying to catch her. It's like,
Mom always likes the part where he's like, I think this is like when they're in college now, and she finally like got away from the second lead guy, and she's living on her own, and then he finds her, and he like ends up like living with her for a little bit, and then he wants to cook this really nice dinner for her, but he doesn't know how to cook, and so the instructions is all like, put oil in the pan when hot, and he goes, when do I know when the pan's hot? He still gets his hand on the pan.
Oh my god.
and burns himself. So yes,
stupid.
yeah, silly stuff like that, So, I think it's a great K-drama to watch. So it's what got me to really like K-dramas, because back then when Autumn in My Heart and
Winter Sonata.
Winter Sonata is also my first. No, Winter Sonata was my first. And then it was
There was all the seasons. There's Autumn in My Heart, Winter Sonata, I think Summer something, and then
Summer
Spring Waltz.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Those four were like the big thing over there at the time.
Yeah,
I liked Summer Scent.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, it's kind of like a Dil Ne Jaise Apna Kahan meets K-drama a little bit.
Oh, really?
That's all I'm gonna
Oh.
say. So you should watch it. It's
Oh,
good.
okay.
And there's no sibling nasty stuff,
Oh, okay. I never got into Autumn in My Heart.
Yeah, me neither. I
Summer
just,
Scent is really good.
yeah, I just didn't get into the storyline and stuff like that. I mean, I watched it for Wonbin at the time because he was like cute, But the storyline was just not interesting enough for me, so I never really watched it all the way through.
I got scared of Wonbin. I thought he was kind of
Possessive too?
Possessive, yeah. Cause like, oh, he's kind of scary.
I wasn't into it. The most I watched was when they switched the babies in the beginning, and that was like the first 15 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah, I just saw like little bits and pieces there, and like I knew what the ending was and stuff like that, and how they are like blood related or something like that.
No,
right?
they're not blood related.
But they were raised
They were raised
siblings.
as siblings.
Oh, that's
So
right.
They were
Sorry.
switched at birth.
That's right.
Yes.
See, I don't even.
They were raised until like maybe like
Like in their teenage years.
yeah, I want to
like
say
12, 13.
yeah, and then they find out that they're not siblings, and so they switch the girls back.
Mm.
Yeah, and then they're an adult now, and then they fall in love with each other.
I think they were already having feelings for each other while growing up anyway.
Yeah, which is a thing.
Yeah.
Was this Hmong dubbed or like actual Korean?
It's a Korean.
This was the
drama.
Hmong dubbed
This is the
ones
Hmong dubbed
because at the
ones.
time there was no way we can watch the original Korean one.
Right.
Yeah, so these were Hmong dubs.
Mm-hmm.
All I remember was Full House and Hmong dub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Autumn in My Heart was not my thing. It was Winter Sonata that won my heart. It was so good. So good. There was like so many twists and turns and like cliffhangers, and it was just so good to me. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I liked it.
I tried to rewatch it again like now. It's just really long. Episodes were really long. Like
There's a lot of dialogue.
yeah, there's a lot of dialogue, I think I was watching it and it was like an hour and like 15 20 minutes for one
Oh,
episode.
wow.
And I'm like this is long.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to rewatch it like in full Korean, but I have watched like certain scenes in Korean that were always so good to me. And oh my god, it's so much better in Korean. I mean, like the Hmong dub version was very heart wrenching too, but when you hear it in the actual language that it was made in, it was just so sad.
I never heard it in the Hmong dub. Can you give me a little sample?
When the women cry, they're like,
Well, I know that.
It sounds like that.
I know they would go or like that, right? Like they would cry like that. But
yeah, that's all I
I'm talking
remember.
about like the actual dialogue. Was
I don't
it
know.
not-
All I know that his name was Noonjai,
Yeah, Noonjai.
which I think is such a cute name.
all I remember was he's all like talking to the woman.
You know, to be
That's when they
honest,
fight.
I think Noonjai is the only name that I remember. I don't even
Yeah.
remember the
I
girl's
don't know
name.
her name.
That's
It's
a
probably
mom
something
question.
simple like Gonzai. Gosheng. Is it Gosheng?
No, Gosheng is Autumn Heart.
Oh, Gosheng was also Full House too.
Oh.
Mochi in Gosheng was Full House.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't remember the dialogue for Winter Sonata in Hmong, to be honest. I just remember his name, Noonjai.
I've always seen those in the original.
We have it on VHS.
Oh yeah, we just need to find a VCR that works.
I just want to hear a little sample of what their dialogue is.
You know what happened to those? Did we give it back to you?
What?
The VHS tapes?
For?
Winter Love. Grandpa recorded it for you onto the cassette tapes.
Why do I not remember that?
I thought
it
we
was,
were missing some.
Yeah, it was in our closet. It said Winter Love, I think like tape 4 or whatever. And I remember Auntie Faye said that Grandpa recorded those.
I do not remember that
Damn, where are those tapes?
at all.
They may be in the. We may have shoved it with you.
All I'm thinking about
I-
the crying.
That's why she's all.
Noonjai. Kahit kuchi kluku lala. Kuto tondi la kuchita poka.
Oh my god! And then the
And he
men
shakes
were like,
his head. No. And she's like,
all I think is freaking is it Shaolin Soccer and Tong Pafu when you guys talk like that. Basically, it's Tong Pafu and Hmong dub,
Yeah,
but
pretty
drama
much.
version.
Bao chai blowing Cái năng gió lá. Năng khăn gì thế?
Oh my god. But
All
yeah,
I'm
no,
thinking is-
I do not remember those
Like,
tapes.
all I'm thinking of is Ishangzi.
Oh my god. You two should dress up as that. That would be hilarious.
We said you were Michael should.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a willing person to. Otherwise, I would.
No, Molly, when you did that, all I saw was you and Rod. doing that.
said that he was willing to dress with you. Oh my god.
And then Molly's like, so funny.
Oh my
god.
You brought that picture into my mind now.
It's hilarious though.
It's funny because I think his bod is like similar to
Similar.
his.
That's what I said. Just all I saw was Rod doing it.
The coconuts.
I'd be like, babe, why don't you dress like this for Halloween, okay?
He'd be like,
He's gonna be like, why?
I'd be like, oh hell no. Is everyone else doing it? And I'm like, no.
yeah. But anyway, yes, Winter Sonata was my first.
Sonata.
I was gonna say Sonata. The Winter Love Story, whichever it is. I've heard it all ways. So, and then the Sassy Girl Too Young was also a good one for me. And then I don't remember watching anything in between that and Fated to Love You.
You watched that My Lovely Samsoon one too, didn't it?
Oh,
Oh yeah, that one was a good one.
yeah, that one's a good one too. I didn't watch it like fully 100% through.
Yeah, like her, like she did. No.
Yeah, not
I
like she did.
vaguely remember
That
parts.
was a good one. It was like one of its kind at the time.
Yeah.
The storyline.
Mm-hmm. Nice looking.
That's when
Man.
Daniel Henney came into the picture.
Yes. He's like, I don't understand Korean.
Damn.
Or I can't speak it, but I can understand it or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fine. Makes me want to.
Yes.
I actually cracked my neck. I heard it.
Yeah. So
He's
yeah,
so fine.
My Lovely Samsoon. Fate. I guess the most recent ones that I've watched is, like I said, Fated to Love You is a really good one.
Did you never watch My Girl with Lee Jung Ki in it?
Or
was it just
That's
you?
Liz.
Me.
Oh, it was so good.
That's all Liz.
I thought she was crazy as heck to eat those peppers.
She was really good at acting.
Yeah. I
Uh-huh.
think that those were real.
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Yeah.
She ate real, like, serrano peppers. Like,
Ooh.
Yeah. Because I think she and Junki, because Junki's the second lead guy, and so he's like asking her how she can act so well, because the whole
wait,
thing.
was it him or was it the main guy?
No, it was
that she was talking
Junki.
to? Oh.
Yeah, it was Junki and her talking, and then because throughout the whole movie, she's putting on an act of being the main guy's like cousin, long lost cousin or whatever, because the grandpa is on the verge of dying, and
On
he's
his
trying to
deathbed,
find
yeah.
his granddaughter or whatever. So he hires the main girl because she's like a con artist, and so she's acting the whole time. And so Junki was all like, "Oh, since you're such a good actor, why don't you eat this pepper and like
Act like it's not hot.
act like it's not hot."
Oh.
Kind of thing. And so she did it. She's like, it's not hot. And then she's like eating the whole thing, and he's all like, wait, are you serious? Like, it's not hot? And she's like, no, it's not hot. And then he ate it, and he's all like, you fucking liar, it's hot. And then she's like, I know. And she's all kind of
Oh,
thing.
that's funny.
But yeah.
But yeah, so that's my mine. Also after Fated to Love You, I think I watched The Go Back Couple. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that
I
one.
watched that
so
one, too.
good.
It's good.
They've been
The
making
one
a-
with her mom.
That's
oh
the
my
one.
God,
I
that
think
gets
that's
me.
they've been making a lot of Korean dramas that are more realistic now about
Yes.
incompetent husbands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like incompetent husbands, or just like marriage troubles.
Partnerships, yeah,
in,
it's been-
in general.
It's been really frequent.
Yeah. So that one is so good, so realistic.
It's very short. I think it's only like 12 episodes.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very short.
Hmm.
But our Jung Nara girl, we love her.
her. She's
She's
my
a
bias.
really good crier.
She's so cute. I love her.
Yeah.
I think I want to watch her new one with them.
Yes, I want to watch
Okay.
that one too.
People are like, that's basically Spy Family.
Oh, is it?
That's what they're trying to say.
Oh.
And I was like, I guess I've never watched it,
Me
but it
neither.
looks good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like those two together. They have really good chemistry.
You watched Goblin?
Oh, I did watch Goblin.
Yeah.
What?
How can you forget Gong Yu?
Oh yeah.
Jail. Yeah,
How
jail.
can you forget Gong Yu?
Because I remember the ones that made me cry like hard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one didn't make me like
Yeah.
cry.
I'm not a
that
big
hard.
fan of the main lead girl.
Oh, I didn't care for the main lead.
Yeah,
I just
I like Gong Yu and Lee Dong Wook.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a little
Yes, their
relationship.
bromance is hilarious.
So
Yeah.
did you not like her because like they didn't have chemistry, or what was it?
This was like one of those things, this era where they'll pair up a really old actor with a really young actress, or like a really old actress with a really young actor, and then like
No,
their
it's-
chemistry just wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like their
No, I
chemistry
think
wasn't that
it's 'cause
great.
she played a high school role, and then he was supposed to be like an adult, like a grown adult role. But in reality, I think they're around the same age.
No, Gong Yu is like 40 something.
something.
She's like my age.
Well, it's not that far.
That's a like
Yeah,
a 10,
that's a 10-year
12
gap.
year difference.
That's a 10,
Right.
12 year gap she's willing to forget.
but she
though.
was
Yeah,
like your age playing
yeah.
like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know,
16,
but like
17-year-old.
at that time though, there was a lot of that going around.
There was.
Yeah, and I didn't
Yeah.
like that because
That's
their
when-
you can tell from like an experienced actor compared to like an amateur
Yeah.
kind of thing, and it just you can tell that the chemistry was just kind of off to me.
But then again, at that time, they were doing dramas where they'll just do a few episodes and see how well it goes,
Yeah,
and then they just write as they go.
Yeah.
So
I
I,
mean,
don't know now. So.
Well, I did like Goblin, and I did cry in Goblin. I mainly watched it for Gong Yu and Lee Dong Wook.
Yeah.
But I mean, I liked it, but it was a little confusing because, like Molly said, it was that time where they were just kind of writing as they go, type thing, depending on how the episodes did.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
so it was alright. It was okay. You know, it was yeah, not my top 10 for sure, top 5.
Yeah, it was Gongyu, Dongwook, and then Sunjae. That's it. Those three.
Oh yes, I
trio.
forgot about
That's it.
Sanjay.
Those are the only reason why I watched it. This is just a trio.
Yes, those three's bromances were really good, hilarious. But yeah, anybody else want to chime in for theirs?
Korean dramas.
Yeah, Korean dramas or yeah.
I mean, we both said already that I think we have like very similar ones. Like
Kim
my
Samsung.
yeah, Kim Samsoon, My Girl.
I like Rooftop Prince.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
That's one she can rewatch. I still haven't watched it.
That's
yet.
the one that I've watched multiple times, and I'm still fucking pissed at the the villains, the bad guys, every time I watch it.
That means that they did a good job.
Yeah, it's a good it's isekai where he goes. Well, actually, he goes forward into time.
Is it still an isekai then, or no?
It's like because he warped into a different world. Yeah.
Yeah,
Technically.
he did. Technically, he was in a different world.
There was no actually. Now that I think about it, there's no explaining why he or like no magical reason why he went forward into the future. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Oh, plot hole. type
yeah,
thing?
there was no explanation
It
why.
could just be
But I
making
think-
the audience assume what happened on their own.
Yeah, I'm guessing, but that was a good drama
Okay. Okay.
that I like over and over again.
I'm trying. There's kind of like Michelle for me. I have ones that I like, but I can't think of any that, or I think it's Molly. Can't think of it where I rewatch it multiple times.
Yeah, like I may rewatch it like once, but then I'll like, oh, it's this part. I don't want to watch this part, and then I'll just like
Fast forward.
fast forward. That's why I can't sit and rewatch.
I did like that one drama for a little bit, and then they kind of got too crazy with their plot, and I didn't like it anymore. The Love featuring Marriage and Divorce. It was really good and realistic until it started to get weird, and I'm like, that's
It
it.
probably was in that era where they kind of just played along.
I don't know, but I was like, something must have happened because 3 of the main characters was left. And they got recast, and I was like, that ain't the same guy I got mad at 2 seasons ago for being a cheating and conniving husband.
It's probably one of those things where like nowadays the Korean dramas nowadays where like they just see how first season goes, and if they want to make a second season,
But
you know.
I feel like you don't need to have more than 1 season depending on how you end it.
That's like the new drama called The Glory. I don't know if you guys.
Oh yeah,
No,
reviewed
I've
about
heard of it. I haven't watched it.
I seen someone or that Stephanie Sue chick, she explained the movie and basically the whole drama of what it is. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the way she said it, the way the first season ended, made it seem like they will be doing a second season. But if not, it's a good ending how they ended it to make you assume what's gonna happen.
Sometimes I'm like, there's no need for a second
I
ending,
think
or
that
second season.
they're probably just trying to meet their American viewers or
Yeah.
outside because everybody else is used to multiple seasons,
Yeah.
you know, for a show.
Like Squid Games, where they're making a second season.
I haven't finished Squid Games.
They
so-
already revealed who the cast was, or some of the cast people, and people were like kind of complaining because TOP is one of the cast members for the second season. They were like, why is he in it? So. But I don't know. We'll just see how it goes.
Why are they upset? It's not like any of the original casts will be there except for the main guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, from what I've
You know?
seen.
I think it's just
Well,
they're
they would, yeah.
pulling popular people's names who are not like that great of acting, I guess you can say.
No, I think from what
I
I
don't
was
know.
reading was they had him because I think they had the story for him involves that he's like a retired K-pop artist, and he's joining the Squid Games because of that, because he's like broke basically, and he joined Squid Game.
Oh,
or
that's
so forth,
interesting.
like that. Something like along the lines like that, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense if they're if they're casting him for that specific role.
Who knows?
I don't know.
But I don't know. We'll just see.
Yeah. I kind of want to mention this Korean movie. It's a movie, not a drama or a series. I like to special mention it because it was the very first Korean natural disaster movie I've ever watched. And to be honest, I didn't even know that they did those type of movies because all you hear about is K-dramas. So I remember watching this movie. It was a long time ago. I think early 2000s or mid 2000s or something. It's called Tidal Wave, and it's a natural disaster movie of pretty much. I don't remember if it was like the Seoul City or I don't know, one of the big cities, or just Korea, South Korea in general, gets hit by a huge like tidal wave, and you pretty much watch the disaster of what's happening and how people are trying to survive, people who die and stuff like that. It was a great natural disaster movie for me to watch, especially for Asian made movies. Yeah, that was very surprising and really good for me whenever I watched it. I don't know if you guys remember that movie or not, or watched it.
I've never seen it.
No, the only thing that's pulling up to my mind is 2012. That
That's an
movie.
American movie, right?
I know. That's
Oh,
the only
okay.
disaster movie I've watched.
Oh, well, you guys should watch it. It's so good. Like you wouldn't think that they would make movies like that, but when I watched it, I was just kind of like, wow, they really know what they're doing.
That just reminds me of that Japanese anime that we watched. Where she's like another world or another part of the world or something like that, and it's during like the bombing of. Which one was it? The anime.
On the other side of the world, or
Yeah, something like that,
Other
yeah.
side of the world.
That's just
Oh, I've been
what it
wanting to
is.
watch that one. No one's saying.
It's about World War II.
Is it World War II?
But it's talking about Japanese commoners and what they dealt with during the war. And it talks about a girl who
she marries.
it's just like an
into-
everyday life thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she marries into a family there during a little before the war started, and then basically progresses how it goes
over
within-
the years
over the
in
years.
Japan.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
and what she goes through, and I'm just like on some of the parts, like she feels so guilty after this one incident that happens. That's basically, I would say, yeah, like her. Technically, it was her fault, but at the same time, it wasn't because she couldn't control that. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but yeah. Those who are listening, if you've never watched Tidal Wave and want like a good natural disaster movie that's Korean, that's it. Tidal Wave. I think according to Google, it came out in 2009. Yes, 2009.
Oh, there's the other Korean movie too, that Hello Ghost. That was so good.
Oh, Hello
Hello
Ghost.
Ghost is a good one.
Yeah,
That'll make you cry.
it's a good cry movie if you haven't seen it.
Okay. You guys want to jump in anything else with Korean stuff? Or shall we move on?
We should just move on because we're gonna go all day just on Korean
On
stuff.
Korean stuff.
So this one.
Okay. Do you guys want to do Japanese anime? Do you guys want to do American? Let's talk a little bit about American because I have a feeling that's going to be really short between us four. So, I think one of my favorite American movies would be
Is this live action or is it like cartoon or is it?
I think it's like
whatever
all
it
across,
is,
whatever
that's
does.
Yeah.
American made. Is Moulin Rouge.
Oh yeah.
It's a I guess you can consider it a musical.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
musical.
Yeah, it's a musical. It's about actually I don't know how to.
Explain it without spoiling it.
Yeah,
Just watch it.
So it's a live. It's like the
it's about sex working and love, like true love, and
I think it's mostly like the treatment of the sex workers back then, isn't it? Basically.
Not really a treatment. It's more
like
of
how
you
their
don't
life
fall in
was.
you don't fall in love with a lady who works at night. It's basically what it is. You don't fall in love with a sex worker, and it tells you the story, a tragic love story between the two and what they have to go through during. I think this was in France back in like the 1800s. I think.
yeah. But yeah, it has Nicole Kidman in it and Ewan McGregor. They both sing in it, and they're awesome singers.
Yeah.
And their chemistry is just to die for in that movie. So if you've never seen it and you like musicals, or if you like any of those actors and actresses, I definitely recommend you to go watch Moulin Rouge. It's really good. It'll make you cry.
It's on Broadway. So you guys want to go watch it on Broadway right now?
Oh yeah, that's right. It is on Broadway. So if you like watching Broadways, Moulin Rouge is a good one. So, okay. Next, who wants to?
I'm trying to think.
I like white chicks. White chicks, hot chick, all of those very popular like early 2000 movies
Yeah.
that are like considered chick flicks. I watched a lot.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls too, yeah.
She's the man.
She's the man. I also watched Not Another Teenage Movie, and that's how I got introduced to Chris Evans. I saw his butt cheeks.
Oh,
I haven't
You
seen
never
that
seen that?
one.
no, I haven't seen
He's
that.
supposed to play so they're making fun of all the chick flick movies in that movie called Not Another Teenager Movie. And he's supposed to be playing the like boastful jock guy.
Of
And so
course.
he's trying to seduce the main poor girl, and and he's got whipped cream on everything but on his parts in the front.
Yeah.
And you see his butt cheeks.
Does he indeed have is America's ass?
I think
at that time.
I know.
No.
But I know it was way
Yeah.
before that. But
But
But I was just like, oh my God, who is this guy? He's so good looking. And then he turned into Captain America.
woo woo.
Yeah, so that's what I watched. I also like The New Guy. That's pretty funny too. I don't think that you guys ever watched
I
that
don't think
one.
I watched that one.
There's it also involves like high school story, like kind of like a whole coming of age, like transformation, like from nerd to beauty kind of deal.
Right.
Yeah, those I rewatched a lot too. That one is good.
Who's in that one?
I just know that the guy who like trains the main guy, he like uses his eyes go and like that like intensely with his eyes, and it's a whipping sound. He goes, it's so funny. I don't remember their names off the top of my head,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
but I only remember the main like one of the main girl is Eliza Dushku from back then. Yeah,
oh,
pretty
let me
funny.
see.
it's hilarious.
I don't know. It just says DJ Qualls.
Yeah, that's him. DJ calls us that guy. But Eliza.
Okay.
Eddie
that's true.
Griffin is the one that went.
Okay, yeah. I do remember that now. Yes.
Oh yeah, and I forgot Zoe Deschanel's in there. She has she's one of the main guy's friends, and she always talks about her armpit hair, and it's always like really long.
Oh, that's funny.
But there's a twist at the end, and someone likes her for her armpit hair.
Oh, yeah. That's just like in She's the Man. Yes.
Of Eunice.
Yes, Eunice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can name off a lot of American ones that I watch, but those are my go-to ones. It's the white chicks, hot chick. Billy, I'm in here. Billy, I love you.
I think the Adam Sandler movies are good too. The ones that he makes and stuff.
Which one?
Click.
There
I like
was-
50 First Dates.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, that
Fifty
too.
That
First
one
Dates,
was
Click,
good.
there's Jack and Jill. There's
You know, I have
I
not
still
watched
haven't watched Jack and
Jill.
Jill Yeah.
It's okay. I think it's not as funny
It's
as
not as
his
funny.
older ones. I feel like Jack and Jill's kind of like forced
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little bit, but it's still a good Adam Sandler movie.
Click was good.
Click was
Yeah.
so good.
Bed Bath and Beyond. What's Beyond? Yeah, that one was good.
Bench warmers.
Yeah.
Yes, I love bench
And he
warmers.
hissed at the sun too.
Yes.
He hissed at the sun too. He was like, but yeah, didn't. So did he not have a sun allergy or no? I thought he did. That's why.
I think he was just afraid of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just thought the sun was like evil. And
I'm
out
still
to get him.
laughing about the plastic sword. It's those old glowing swords that you don't see
I
anymore.
still like the, you're still out.
You're still fat.
Oh my god.
It's like old men telling saying like little kid jokes and stuff like that. It's hilarious.
Oh my
That's
god.
good.
Dang, I think we just like comedy a lot of the times. And so
Yeah.
like actual like important
Like dramas
emotional
or,
drama movies. I'm like I
actions and
don't
stuff
know if I have an American movie that I like.
That's a drama.
For the drama and its performance and like the story and all that stuff.
Stranger Than Fiction. Did you watch that with Will Ferrell?
I think I watched it once, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I love this movie.
Oh my god.
The
That's
only
the one
movie I've
where
ever-
she's narrating his life. Right?
Yes, yes. How did you not think that? Oh my god, I thought it was a really
That
good
one,
movie.
it was. That's a really
It was-
good drama one. There's
It was
a
when
little
I
bit
was
of
really
comedy,
young,
but it's
so
good.
I didn't.
Oh, you might need to rewatch it. It's
Yeah.
really
It's deep.
yes. It's very deep. It's very like Anna says, drama comedy in it. So it's really really good. It's I think is one of Will Ferrell's like best performances.
Wasn't there a movie called I Am Sam?
Yeah.
That was like a long time ago, right?
Yes.
That's the one where he's he has a kid, right? But he's kind of what's
Mentally
Yes.
disabled or
Yes.
yes.
He has a mental disability.
Yes.
But I think he has a daughter, and like I forgot what happens. In the movie.
He had a daughter with a woman, and the woman kind of just left him.
Oh.
So he had to raise the baby girl on his own, and with the help of his neighbor in the apartments that they lived in. So and then what is it? Child Safety Services or whatever, DHS. They wanted to take her away because they didn't see him fit enough to take care of her. But of course, she's a very smart, intelligent girl. She doesn't want to leave him.
Yeah.
So there's this family who's willing to take her and foster her, adopt her, but she always ends up running back to her dad.
Oh.
Because that's her dad. But it's a very sweet, hard movie. So
I guess that's a good drama one.
I remember the movie. I think it was called like Man in the Moon. It's an old movie.
oh, I don't know that one.
All I know is like the younger sister liked their neighbor or something, but the neighbor ended up liking like her older sister or something.
Man in the Moon.
Yeah. It's like an old movie. And then he ends up getting like run over by the tractor or something.
Oh, that's I don't know that
And
one.
then he ends up passing away or something. I don't remember.
I need more research on this.
It's very vague.
The Man in the Moon.
Yeah, it's an old movie.
Oh, I've never seen that.
It used to be on the TV all the time.
Oh, that's Reese Witherspoon. Dang, that is old.
That's 91. I don't know that movie.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised you remember that.
It was on TV.
Why to watch? Passionate, endearing, and tender is what Google said.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. The only thing I can think of for American movies is the comedy
Yeah.
and the horror ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the horror.
So the
American
horror
movie?
ones are kind of scary. Yeah.
I don't really watch the horror ones because a lot of it is like gore horror, and I don't like that. So, but stuff like, say, like Final Destination movies that mess with your head like that, yeah, those.
That's considered a thriller, I guess.
Now, if it's like
Yeah.
the Resident
Isn't that
Evil,
psychological?
Psychological thriller, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not if it's like the Resident Evil where it's somewhat of horror category.
Oh, it's stuff
Man,
to
I
do with
watched
zombies
all
and
those-
werewolves.
those live
Yeah,
action-
the
those are
Resident
dope.
Evil
ones.
one is
Yeah.
the Resident Evil franchise is good in my opinion. I know some people don't like it, but
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I like
I like
Some people
it.
don't like it because there's no like actual
There's no story.
horror story. Like, there's like no
Yeah.
story. It's just action. I'm like, that's the whole point. It's
Well,
the
like
action.
within one movie, she's just trying to get out of like whatever she's in, whatever facility
Right.
she's in for the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's not really an actual like story until
Story
you
to it.
put all the movies together.
and then it
Then
starts to
there's
make
like
sense.
it starts to make sense.
Oh.
It's good. We should have
Yeah.
a Resident Evil
Marathon.
marathon.
But then again, it's also because the people who don't like the movies is because they've played the game before, so
Yeah.
they know how the story.
I just
in the
remember
game
it
is.
now because I was watching it earlier today. Twilight series.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Where you
I've
been?
never seen
Where you
that.
been, Loca? It's pretty funny.
I wasn't
Bella,
part of
where you
the
been, Loca?
Twilight
It's
crew.
so cringy. I rewatched it today and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like one of those movies that or something you watch, but it's like what is that category? It's like a secret, and it's good. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
It's
No.
like, oh, okay. I can't think of it, but it's like basically Twilight is one of those movies that I like, but you don't want to like admit it a lot to people.
embarrassed.
You know what I'm talking about? What is
Yes.
it?
You're embarrassed to.
It's not embarrassed. It's like, oh, it's like cringy, and it's kind of like, you know,
I know
people
what
make
you're talking
fun of
about,
it,
but I don't know what
what
the
the word
Yeah.
word for
So
it is.
that's like what Twilight is considered to me. Twilight franchise. It's like that to me. You're like it's like it's funny. Like everything is funny and good. It's also like what the hell. But-
The only Twilight I know is Ryan Higa's version. His movies in minutes.
I've only watched New Moon, where the werewolves come in,
Uh-huh.
and then I watched the last movie. That was it.
No, I never watched
So,
any of the movies. I
yeah.
didn't really find like I liked the vampires and werewolves part of it, you know, like the fantasy stuff. But just the story itself, it was just kind of like I didn't understand.
That reminds me. Did you guys ever watch the Underworld one? The
Yes,
Underworld
with Kat
series?
Beckinsale.
She's so pretty.
I vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
I always get her mixed up with the Resident Evil one.
oh
Mila?
I
yeah,
always get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
Mila,
Mila
Because they're
Jovovich,
very
yeah.
dark toned and they kind of looked alike.
One's
At
more
one
red
point,
though, and then
yeah.
one's more blue.
yeah. Honestly, I like Underworld over Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, that's
That's a good
me.
one. Oh, and of course, The Matrix.
I
Never
don't
I've never watched it.
Oh my god! You
Sorry.
uncultured.
Swine.
Yeah.
All I
Yeah.
know is
Or
stop the
the
bullet
Oh my god.
and then go backward.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's funny. You guys need to watch that too. I can't believe you guys have never watched The Matrix.
Nope, we've never seen it.
I always just liked when he like flew up in the air. The one, oh, that's another one. Scary movie.
You're gonna be like Shrek.
Oh, that's where Shrek got it from.
Yeah, that's what I
But
thought that you were gonna go with.
yeah, Shrek is another good franchise too. But that reminds me of the Scary Movie franchise too,
Oh.
because Brenda, it was like Brenda, help, Brenda, stop calling my name, bitch.
It's just a skeleton.
That's like the most funniest thing.
leaking. leaking.
Cindy,
Yeah.
the TV's leaking.
Is this the first one?
I think it's
That's
that's
The
the
second one, I think. When the aliens
no,
come
that's
in.
the third one, right?
I don't remember. All I know is
That's
that there's that aliens come in and they show how like they pee and stuff.
Ew.
Because the first one is based off of Scream.
Yes, Scream.
The second one is based off of a little bit of 13 Ghosts because they wear the goggles to see the ghosts. And then the third one,
But I thought the third one's in there in the haunted house.
oh, then that's the one. Maybe it's the second one then.
Second one, and maybe the second one.
I don't know. It's just funny because it's just.
It just reminds me because when Ron was a little drunk, he looked at me because he was some Asian. He likes
Yeah.
to put some Asian jokes. So he'll go, Honda, Mitsubishi,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
teriyaki.
little boy.
So much, and I'm just
Yeah.
like-
That reminds me
looked
of
at
the
him, I was
little
like-
boy.
If you said that to my sisters, they probably laugh at you because they know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. Has he watched that too?
Yeah, that's like he kept talking to me like that. I'm like, they just know what they say. He's like, I know, but
Like, first of all, that's racist as fuck.
yeah.
You don't see me going in there saying enchilada, guacamole, pero, chicharrón.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he sticks to
Scary
Joe Morale
movie's
all the
good.
time.
I think I've only seen bits and pieces of the first one.
The first one is funny because you know how like in the Scream movie, like the main girl's always like, "What do you want?" Like screaming because
Yeah.
she's like fed up. She's like, "What do you want? Just leave me alone, right?" And then the Cindy girl, she's copying her. She's like, "What do you want?" And they're like, "Shut the fuck up." It's just stupid stuff. They're like, "Shut up."
Yeah, oh yeah, I think that is the second movie, the one with the grudge. Because the third one is the one where he's all, my terms.
Oh my god, that was so messed up.
That's the third one?
I think the third one.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I just got grossed out how he like used his hand to like touch the food. I wanted to throw up.
Oh.
It's all
Rolling?
like-
Yes,
Rolling
rolling. The way he touched the food, I was like, oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, it was just funny.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not coming up to my mind right now. Other
Yeah, sorry. Like
American-
that kind of comedic movies, I'm not really that into.
Oh,
I mean, some of them are funny, but
Yeah, there's
sometimes some parts I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, but it's not the type of movie that I would like rush out to go watch.
Like
type of
the
thing.
the Hangovers. Like I watched like the first one.
Yeah, see, I've never seen The Hangovers.
the only thing that's funny is whenever like it's like at the end of the movie and of what they did, like the pictures that they look at.
Yeah.
That's mostly what's funny to me.
Yeah.
It's not like in the moment of what's funny. It's like at the end when they're like, "Oh my god, like we did that." That's what was funny to me because you can see the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was sitting there, I'm like, because my boyfriend loves like the Hangover stuff. I'm just like,
He would.
your humor is it's like that.
You guys need to watch Joyride.
I'm
'Cause
pretty
it's the Asian
sure-
people's take. It's the Asian girls' take on those types of movies,
Uh-huh.
and it's relatable. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's the one that just came out, right?
Yeah, you guys need to
I
watch
wanted to
it.
watch it. I haven't watched it.
I busted out laughing
Yeah.
because I can say it because it was in the trailer. But one of the main girls, they shows when they're little, and she's like playing on the playground, and then the little white boy's like, "No ching chongs, whatever," right? And so
Oh.
the little girl like knocked him out like boom. And then I got busted out laughing, and I was like, "Oh, I must be the only Asian person in this theater." Because I was like cackling. I was like, "That was funny."
So fun. I do remember seeing that in
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you guys need to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, but like the Hangover humor and stuff, I'm just like some are funny, but some just like okay.
That's why I said that when I'm watching it, it's okay, like during the movie, but at the end, I like it because they look at all the stuff.
Yeah,
that
they look
did.
at everything that they.
Yeah, but that they don't show during the movie, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I like. It's like, oh, that was funny, but
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Haven't seen the Hangovers. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I like watching action movies too, and also like war type movies. So
You like Mike because I noticed that he really likes those. So sometimes I just kind of like watch with him, and sometimes it's good. Like he's seen all of the Olympus Has Fallen and
I think
Paris
it's,
Has Fallen. He's watched all of
I
those.
think it's because it's what we grew up on. We grew
On the
up on
action
Jackie Chan
ones?
movies. We
Jackie
grew
Chan.
up on war movies because my dad and them liked those movies a lot. My mom and my dad. They
Do
liked
you like those war movies too and stuff?
To a certain point.
To a certain point, yeah.
Oh.
The one that kind of got me like, oh my god, like traumatized was what I
That
told you
flower
guys. Yeah, I think
movie.
like the Flowers of War or the War Flowers of War.
Mm-hmm.
That's one where I'm like, oh my god, that's traumatic.
like, yeah, that's what war is about.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Well,
oh shit.
happens in war.
Yeah.
So if you want to be traumatized,
It's a good one. It's a really good one, but it's just, oh my god.
It's okay. I got enough
Yeah.
trauma. That's why I watch comedy and other stuff to make
It's
me feel
very,
better.
yeah, it's very gruesome. And I think it's because it's very, it deals with women and how they're treated in war.
Oh my god,
And
that's
so-
another good. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was very eye-opening, and I'm like, I couldn't touch down there for like the longest time.
oh,
That's how like traumatized I kind of got. I was like,
That's because like side note is that's why some girls they'd rather just like make sure they desecrate their own bodies if they are going to like unalive themselves because they know that if this world ever came to an apocalypse, no woman is safe because dead or alive they will take what they want.
yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like,
so-
oh my god! And it was like mutilated too. They will take
Yeah,
it.
because there's one part in the movie where, because the main characters are Christian Bale, he's the main guy, and then it's a pretty Chinese girl. I forgot what her name is. I don't know. It wasn't Angela Baby. I think it's the other one.
Fan Bingbing.
I think it's Fan Bingbing. She's the other girl.
That's the only one I could
What
think
is
of
it
right now.
called?
oh,
I think Flowers of War.
Okay.
And it's about when Japan and I think China was going to war. I forgot which war this was, but it involved the Americans because I think we had like an American embassy at China at one point. And so it talks about Christian Bale as the main person. He's the American. And then it talks about some Chinese Christian young girls. They go to a school, and it also talks about Fang Bingbing's chicks who they are
I don't know if
prostitutes.
it's Fan Bingbing.
It's a
This
Fan-
girl's name is Nini or her
it's the other
Nini
chick.
is her real name.
Oh
But-
yeah, it's the other chick, Sanini chick, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so her and her girls are like a group of prostitutes. And so those three kind of all collide together at one point at a church because that church was, I think, like American property. And so if the Japanese or the Chinese entered in, that means that they've
Declared war.
declared war on the United States.
Yeah.
And so the girls hid in there with Christian Bale because he is like, I think, a soldier that doesn't want to deal with whatever the hell's happening anymore. And they all kind of go there, and the Japanese people kind of come, and then they kind of work together kind of thing. And then there's a point where Christian Bale and that Nini chick kind of fall in love a little bit. And there's a scene where it's the day where the prostitutes or the girls were they're trying to make an escape plan kind of thing. And so what happened in the beginning of the movie was the Japanese came in and they saw all these little young girls. And so they're like, I'm going to give you guys 3 days. And then if within 3 days, if you're not with us within those 3 days to present you to the emperor, quote unquote, then we're going to come back in and kill everybody that's in here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And so they counted all the girls, all the young girls. And so at the end of the movie, the prostitutes switch places with the girls. So all the prostitutes were going to take the place while Christian Bale takes the Christian girls and cross the border.
Oh.
And so that's basically what the Flowers of War are, is those prostitutes.
They sacrificed themselves
for them. Because in the beginning of the movie, the prostitutes were very high and mighty because they're like, oh, all these men paid for us, so we're rich and all this,
Yeah.
and you guys are just filthy, ugly little girls.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like learn to live with each other and like each other.
Oh.
and then the prostitutes end up taking their place, and then Christian Bale and Nene kind of have like an intimate night, and she's all like, he's like, I'll come find you, and she's like, no, take me for what I am now, because I don't know what person or what I will be when you find me again.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's a traumatic
Yeah.
trigger warning. SA.
So I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, anyways, but that was a good movie though. That's a good movie.
Oh dang.
It's hard to watch, but it's really good.
That is
Yeah.
a drama movie though.
Yeah.
Dang. All right.
Well, I guess that's it for the American movies. You guys want to do anime real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so favorite anime, either movie or franchise, or not franchise, series. Ready, go. Anybody?
Studio
Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Yeah, we all know that from Molly.
Demon Slayer.
Don't look at me.
Demon Slayer is good.
Not because of the hype, y'all. Okay.
I hate to say it, I love Sailor Moon, but I only grew up on the DIC version, and so there was only a part of the Sailor Moon that I watched. So I've never watched the entire whole series of Sailor Moon, so I don't know all
Everything
the entire
that's happening.
series. And especially with the DIC version, they cut a lot of parts out and they redubbed it as their own. So that's why I'm on a mission on rewatching everything from the Japanese version to see what
Yeah.
the hell I missed, because there's a lot in there that I didn't know about. But of course, Sailor Moon is one of mine. Of course, as y'all know.
Card Captors.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I
also
only
grew up
watched
on
the
that.
movie.
You only
didn't-
watched the movie?
I didn't watch like the whole like.
Oh yeah, no. I
series.
grew up watching the episodes like every Saturday or so. But yeah, Card Captors. I liked it. It was a cute.
The secrets of the cloud were all the mystery. When the mighty book was open. You guys don't know that song?
No.
The powers were set free. Card captures.
Oh wow, you.
Mystic adventure. Card captures.
I have to like
Oh my
rewatch it because I
God.
only
Yeah,
watched it
sorry.
only a little bit.
Oh my God.
I keep
Okay.
singing along with you for Sailor Moon, but Card Captors. I totally forgot the intro to that.
Oh my God.
So funny.
I grew up watching the Inuyasha Kagome.
Kagome.
In the washer.
Yeah, I watched that. I would stay because I was fortunate and we could watch Cartoon Network, and then like at night you would hear Bogodachiwa. You would hear that
Yeah.
like really loud. Oh my god.
I'm drinking. We were not expecting that. Oh.
You can see how hard she was singing because her eyes started to flutter.
Yeah. So
I thought you were going to do, I want to change the world. But not the...
no, I'm just saying 'cause that's what always is memorable to me because it's loud.
Yeah.
That and then you know it's super late.
Yeah. Just listening and watching that.
Oh my god. Yeah, see, I didn't watch Inuyasha until like way later because we didn't have cable or anything like that, so we didn't know about any of that stuff until later in life. So, but I do like Inuyasha too. What else? What else?
This is a good anime that I watched too.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah, Full Metal.
I'm sure a lot of our listeners,
Brotherhood.
yeah, have
Not the other one, Brotherhood.
yeah, Brotherhood, the Brotherhood one.
You know that when I met your brother, he actually like introduced all of that to me,
Oh, really?
like reintroduced it all. Yeah, because like I
Oh.
remember little bits of Full Metal, but the only thing I ever knew about Studio Ghibli was just Spirited Away, like just a little bit. And so when he showed me all the other ones, I was like, oh my god, there's this whole other world.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah. And then he was like, want to like check out my Ninja Turtle stuff? He didn't say it like that, but he was like, yeah. And then he was like, he said that he's interested in Ninja Turtles too, so I watched that too.
Oh yeah, that too for the American movies. At least the old Ninja Turtle ones.
Yeah, the old movies.
The one with the costumes. And
Yeah, they're actually
animatronic lips.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't think of any other anime movies or shows.
I remember one long time ago that I watched religiously, but then they like stopped making it because it was too mature for TV back then. It's called Escaflowne.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. I don't even remember what it's about, but it's like there's a main girl. She has like super short, like boyish hair, haircut. She's of course in a school outfit, and then there's the main guy who it kind of reminds me of like Gundam in a way. But I don't think it was like a machine like Gundam, but he went into something, and it was more of like it's dark. I don't remember if it was evil or what, but yeah, I just really liked the show, but then they stopped showing it because it was too mature. So if any of y'all know what I'm talking about, please say so.
Yeah, so she doesn't feel alone because she's like, it was there. I'm not making it up.
Yeah. But anything else?
Dang, what other animes?
I know,
What the
right? I
heck,
can't think of
man?
it right now. And
Yeah.
Boku Dachi wa.
I don't know. I think since we watch so many, it's kind of hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not just anime. It could be Japanese too. I did watch this very gory movie. It was like, it's not horror. It's like fighting. And it's like this. No, it's not thriller. It's like very samurai. And it's called Azumi. It was pretty cool. I liked it because the lead was a girl, and she kicked ass and killed everybody. And in the end, she won, of course.
I think I'm trying to think of like all my future tattoos of what I would do, because usually I would only tattoo it on myself or like buy the actual like either physical copy if I really like it. So I'm trying to think. So I would do Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, probably something from Fairy Tail, probably like their emblems. I'm
we
pretty
didn't
sure.
even talk about Fairy Tail.
Yeah, Fairy Tail's good. I know a lot of people are like Fairy
Hate it.
Tail.
Yeah, I don't know why
They
y'all
on
hate it so
because
much.
Natsu never loses. Okay, let's be honest here. He never loses.
That's what some people don't like.
Yeah, and so that's what people don't like. But I'm just kind of like, okay,
So-
yeah, makes sense because I guess it feels like there's no character development if he never loses. But then again, he did lose to Gildarts, so
Gildarts
technically he
was so
didn't
fine.
lose. He was just too scared because he knew he was gonna get his ass kicked. So therefore, he didn't
Yeah. Well,
fight against Gildarts.
that's the point. That's why Gildarts did it, is to show him
Yeah.
Like
fear.
dominance.
No, not dominance.
He humbled him.
Yes, he humbled him because he wanted Natsu to feel fear because
Yeah.
because he never feels that.
Because he never loses. Yeah.
Gildarts can humble me. That's so fine.
Yeah. And so I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I like Fairy Tail.
Yeah,
It's
I
just,
like it.
I mean, it's like not the best, and there is a lot of
Fillers.
fillers and fan service, but I
There's a
still
lot
like
of
it.
fan
I feel like
service.
that's where people get the wow
Yeah.
sound
Yes, they
from.
do.
That's from
Yeah.
Fairy Tale.
Yeah,
I've never
I
heard it
think
from
so.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fairy Tail, it's a cute anime. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody does have some type of development, even though it's small. You know,
Oh, I forgot to honorably mention One Piece too.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna be
Yeah,
like,
'cause
One Piece
Mike's-
is pretty similar to Fairy Tail, where it's
Yes.
long.
Did you know? Fun fact that Gildarts was actually made from.
Zoro.
No.
There's a character. There's some characters that look alike.
Oh my god, I'm still blinking on his like Shanks. The red
Oh
hair
yeah,
guy.
that's right.
Oh.
That's Shanks.
Yeah, because
That
they
they're
look
both
similar. No?
And I was like, oh, humble me, save me.
Yeah. So yeah, I like Fairy
Yeah.
Tail, even though so many people hate on it. It's
It's
like
funny.
I like it.
Because
Yeah.
it's like Naruto has fillers too. And
But it's like, but
long.
Naruto loses though a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Isn't that shonen? Like those types of shonen, right? Like that guy's like, is that what it's called?
Most
There's
of them,
shonen
yeah.
and
Yeah.
shoujo.
Oh.
I think
Shoujo-
shoujo is more for girls. I think I looked this up the other day.
Yeah.
That's what Mike tells me all the time.
yeah.
That why he likes One Piece is because the main guy, Luffy, he never wins on the first try. But he always gets back up and keeps trying.
Yeah.
He said that's
Whereas
what he
Fairy
likes.
Tail,
Yeah.
Natsu always wins. But I mean, he gets his ass beat.
Yeah.
But because of that
Beating.
he becomes stronger within the same fight. I think that's what makes people mad. Is that he doesn't
It's like not realistic enough.
like he'll end up like unlocking a new move in that battle.
That's the whole point of Natsu. He, what is that word?
I haven't read it yet, but
Like when you like go with the flow and like you get better. What is
Like
it
you
called?
adapt.
Yes.
he's adaptable.
Yes.
Like
You
his whole team of Urza, Natsu, Wendy, Lucy, and Gray, they all adapt. Same with Juvia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're good at adapting.
they're good at adapting. Yeah,
Yes.
and thinking on their feet. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, in a way, it is realistic to adapt to whatever situation that you're in because you have no choice but to adapt to it, right?
Yeah.
And like Liz says, they do get beat up.
yeah,
But-
pretty bad.
Yes, pretty bad, and they still somehow win. You know, which I get it is not realistic, but it's anime.
Yeah,
So
I'm surprised you didn't mention your
what?
you didn't mention an anime that you told us that you liked.
Which one?
what are you talking about?
The fairy tale?
No, it's kind of like Fairy Tail, but it's not.
Oh, your Black Hole. Clover?
Yeah.
Oh, Black Clover. Sorry,
thinking-
But is that a favorite of yours though?
I want
it
to
is.
say
Yeah,
it is because she talks about it.
It's
Yeah,
up there. It's up
yeah.
there
Yeah.
for me.
Because I was like, you didn't mention it. Do you still like it?
yes, sorry.
No,
Yes,
okay.
Black Clover. Again, a lot of people hate on it because the main character, Asta, he yells a lot, and he does. I have to admit, it's very hard to get through like the first half of the first season because he shouts a lot. But seriously, if you like work past that, the story itself is really good. You know, it's a typical story of someone who doesn't have powers or whatever and finds his own way to have powers and stuff.
It's a My Hero Academia, y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Every time I think about that, it's the first. I keep remembering that one. The first exposure I had of that anime where that guy was pulling off the purple thing and he's bleeding.
I'm thinking of he threw into the water and he's all like, ugh.
Oh yeah, like that too. But I know he just kept pulling at it and he started bleeding.
But yeah, I
yeah.
like Black Clover because and then he joins a team that's like the underdogs kind of, because like nobody takes him seriously because they just all like suck at their magic or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, they don't. They are actually really good. But yeah, I like it. So
Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
That reminded me of Avatar. I like Avatar. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah,
I forgot about
Avatar.
The last.
But is
Airbender.
Avatar technically considered? It's not like anime because isn't it made by American people?
Well, that's what I meant as
Right.
for like the American part.
Oh yeah.
What we talked about earlier. I forgot about Avatar.
No, you're
yeah.
good.
Anyways.
My cabbages.
He's rumored to reprise his role in the live action.
I'm
guy.
ready for him to say that.
Aw.
My cabbages.
Yeah, so it'll be good.
What else? So yeah, so I would say Fairy Tail, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha. What's next? I like Yona of the Dawn. It's still
Oh,
going
yeah.
on. I like Yona of the Dawn because it's very hard to find a girl main lead
A female lead. Yeah.
who has such a big development in her.
And she's
And
not
it's-
like loud and boastful.
Yeah, and it's not just her that has a development. Everybody else with her has a development to it. And so
did you say they're not doing the anime anymore, right?
I don't think
No,
they're doing it anymore
anime.
because they released it the
that
same time I think
sucks.
Attack on Titan came out,
So it didn't do
and so it didn't do well.
Oh.
And so it's the same company that does like Bleach and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't do well.
Oh
And
my
so-
God! Yes,
Bleach is
Bleach.
good
I
too.
love Bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bleach is so good, except for all the fillers, but so good, so good. Same with, what did you just say?
What?
You said
Attack
another.
on Titan?
Yeah, Attack on Titan's really good too.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, everybody knows what that is. I forget, but
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I haven't read anything like Yona where it's a female protagonist who she's like a really high princess, you know, princessy, and then she gets stripped away from her title and she learns how to survive on her own. Kind of thing. And then yeah, there's all her people that comes to her, it's all guys. So yeah, it's that, what do you call it? Harem. A harem thing. Okay, yeah. But it's like they all have their own sad story that goes with them. Kind of thing, and then they all kind of just work together, and it's such a good story because the bad guy, or who's portrayed as the bad guy, you're kind of like, you kind of feel sorry for him too.
When you learn his
backstory and what he's trying to do, and so you're kind of like, oh shit, I don't know what team to choose.
which side to like cheer for.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, damn, you guys are both trying to achieve the same mission,
but in different ways,
doing it differently. Yeah, which is causing you guys to clash together.
Yeah,
you know, kind of thing. So. And then in the series, she meets a bunch of other girls who she teaches them how to fight and stand up for themselves. And then one of the girls, I think she's from like the Water Clan, she has 2 female bodyguards who are pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty
badass when they go into battle.
But
yeah. So
just too bad it's not into an anime no more, because I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be really good. So, okay. Well, we will end on that note. Yona of the Dawn. It only has 1 season out, but if you want to check it out because it's really good.
If you want to read it, it's still going on. I think there's like 41 books.
Yeah,
that's out. I only have, I think, 31 books.
Wow.
No, you have 36.
Do I have 30? No, I don't. Do I?
35 or 36? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
She would know. She steals them.
Yeah.
Yes, I steal it. Like, even before Melissa has the chance to read it, I take the book. So, it's really good. So, Yona of the Dawn is always a good one. So, we will. This concludes episode 31 of movies and TV shows that we like, and just sharing it with you guys. So you guys, if you guys need something new to watch or read or whatever, then just pick from whatever that we just talked about. If you guys have any favorites of your own and want to share, you can comment down below. Otherwise, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.